Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube. Hope everybody's having a good day today. And I actually have a great game to show you guys today. Now, I played in Kill Pigeon's midweek muster tournament the other day, and I played against Demu. And I have a great game to show you guys how powerful scouting is, because I actually won this game straight up, and I'm not even joking or anything. I won this game straight up because I scouted properly, and he missed his scouting. And I'm going to show you guys that here. But yeah, I'm going to use this game sort of as a scouting guide in general. But we also have that really nice, and you're going to see it later on, but we have that really nice example of how powerful scouting is. And yeah, I just think this is a great game to show you guys in general. The strengths of scouting and how scouting really can level up your game so much. Because it's not only is it a powerful tool to just straight up win you games, it's also a powerful tool to help you learn and get better at the game. And I'm going to explain all of this, but for now, I'm just going to jump into a short scouting early game guide. And regarding sheep scouting, I'm not going to go over it too much, but the idea is that you don't want to scout the same area twice. And I mean, obviously the purpose is that you want to look for sheep and you want to scout the map at the same time. You don't want to cover two areas because, number one, you've already scouted it. Number two, there's probably not sheep there, right? Um, with that being kept in mind, once you start aging up, like once you hit that age up time, whatever civ you are, that's the time you want to start thinking about, okay, now I need to kind of go scout my opponent. And the reason it's so important that, once you hit the age up timing is because you need enough time to scout your opponent. And that's the idea of scouting in general, is scouting your opponent is really the most important thing. So you can see I hit the age up, and now I'm going to start heading in that direction. I'm scouting this area just to make sure I scout everything, but my rally point is set to head in my opponent's direction. So I'm a little bit slow. He ages up before I get there, but it's not that big of a deal. The most important thing is that you age up roughly when he's getting to age 2, right? And the reason we want to head to his base when he's age 2 is because, that's when you can see production buildings. That's when you can see kind of a better idea, really a good idea of what he's going to be doing in that moment. Sometimes you can see, what he's going to be doing in Dark Age, but Feudal Age is really, okay, now I know exactly what he's doing. Does he have production? Does he have a tower on his gold? Etc. So, obviously you can't figure out what you're going to see first, but you just have to take it as it is. And what I see first is 11 villages on wood, right? A 12th to come. And the difficulty with scouting is that you have to pair scouting with the knowledge of your opponent's civ and the knowledge of the matchup. And that's where scouting is the most difficult. And I'm trying to relate it to my previous discussion video about the 4 things you need to be like Conqueror to be a pro. And scouting is one of them. But another thing is you have to understand the civ matchup and the civs in general. And obviously I do, right? Because I played the game so much. So with that being said, you have to kind of use, he has 12 on wood, right? What is the likelihood that he's going to do right now? Like, what percentage is he probably rushing me? Or is he probably playing defensive, etc.? Again, he's playing Delhi, I'm playing Byzantines. This is a very aggressive matchup. Most Delhi matchups are. He has 12 on wood. My immediate thought, my thought, okay, this is the most likely option he's going to do, is that he's going to build production, and he's going to he's just going to rush me with Ghazi Raiders, right? So that's my initial base theory. is what he's gonna do, and that's what you have to kind of go on until you see something different, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm now scouting for production. I'm saying, okay, where's the stable? Where's the ultra range? Where is the barracks? And that's what I'm looking for, right? Right now, that's what I'm doing with my scout. At the same time, this is more advanced, but I'm prepping a barracks in anticipation that he's, building a stable that I don't see, right? Because I don't really see anything yet. Again, I assume he's going production, but I don't see anything yet, right? So I'm building that barracks in preparation. I see a scout, which is important to know, right? Because it's important to know what your enemy sees. And at the moment, my enemy doesn't see that much until he sees this barrack, right? Okay, can continue. Now I see his blacksmith, sorry. Not what I was expecting, right? And that's normal. Not every single time what you expect is what's going to happen, so we have to change what we're thinking, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm immediately changing what I'm thinking. So I still have my barrack, right? But I didn't finish my barrack. Because a barrack is not so useful up against a blacksmith, right? So I have it, but I haven't finished it. And it's important to note that his scout is in the area. So he is going to end up seeing this barrack, right? And whether I want him to or not, he's going to end up seeing this. There's nothing I can do to stop him from seeing this. So I might as well allow him to see it and just, not commit to anything, but allow him to see it, right? And again, I'm scouting his area. And I see a second blacksmith. A second one. So again, 2 blacksmiths. 100% not what I was expecting. I put down my mercenary house because you need that anyways, Byzantines, right? For anyone who plays Byzantines, that's a building you're gonna build regardless. But the Boak, again, do I want a Boak against 2 blacksmiths? That's something I have to consider here. We're gonna go to Demu's perspective here. He sees the mercenary house. He sees the Boak, so he's doing his own scouting, right? Sees the mercenary house, sees the Boak. He has his 2 blacksmiths now. He does start to build an arch range. Obviously, I don't see this, right? Because my scout is over here. He's building it away from my scout, which is good, right? You don't want to build something in vision of your opponent. You can see both of my stuff is in vision, but I haven't finished the Boak yet. You note that this Boak has been at this production for a while, right? Like, I haven't actually finished it. With that being said, again, he sees it, and he walks away. He sees the mercenary house continuing to be built. I see 2 blacksmiths and nothing else. And this is just scouting, guys. This is like, again, this scouting gives you the information that you need to play the game correctly. Now, can you react correctly? That's a different question because it's hard to do, hard to have the best response to every single thing you see. But if you understand what you're doing wrong, you understand what your opponent's doing and you're not reacting correctly to that, right? That's how you get better at the game. And scouting is part of that, right? So Demu just continues on. Doesn't ever scout the mercenary house or the barrack again, right? He sees the stone. I see an ultra range, right? And this is my vision now. I see an ultra range. Demu is still over here. He hasn't seen anything else. Guys, I see an ultra range. I see 2 blacksmiths. Do I finish that barrack? Now, he saw the barrack. He thinks I have a barrack. I see an ultra range. I even see a second ultra range over here. Guys, we don't finish the barrack, right? We put down double stable. And this is the power of scouting. This is it. It seems kind of, just cancel the barrack, build another building, but it really does make a huge difference. And you're gonna see that. He's building 2 archer ranges against 2 stables. When does that ever go well? And he has no idea of what's coming yet. Now, he does end up scouting this, but like I said, he still thinks there's a Boak here. And, there's no Boak there, guys. There's a stable. In fact, he only scouts 1 stable. There's actually 2 stables here. And again, this is just all scouting. He didn't scout correctly, and I scouted correctly, right? That's just what this game came down to. And it's a great game to show you guys the power of scouting. It really is. I even end up killing a scout here, and you're gonna see how difficult that makes the game for him, right? So he now knows I have horsemen. So already bad start for him. He loses the skull. He loses a few more archers here. He does end up getting spearmen, right? So he pushes back the horseman. He rushes up a spearman. Puts a skull on it. But again, now he has no scout. And guess what happens, guys? He moves into the stealth forest. And what's waiting there for him? Oh, he actually sees the wrong woman. So he maybe should have jumped back here, but he sees the wrong woman, and guys, yeah. 1 spearman, insta-dies to the wrong woman. The horseman, patch him out. And it's just GG at this point, right? And again, there's not that much to talk about here, but this game has been straight up won just because of scouting. I haven't had to do anything fancy, you know. I haven't had to do anything fancy, and now I just push into his base and just take the advantage that I've had to win the game. And like I said, this wasn't a tournament, so it feels nice to do, you know, something so natural in a tournament that I can show you guys. Yeah, just before we end the video, because, you know, I don't think there's too much more to show you guys, I just want to re-emphasize that when you're scouting, it's really important to have a base assumption based on what you see initially. And then obviously you change based on what you see, you know, as you go on. My assumption was, okay, he's going to be aggressive with production. I didn't see that. I changed. I pivoted to something else because I finally learned what he was doing, right? But if he had gone Gazi, if he had gone, you know, the normal Delhi situation, I would have been prepared for that, right? So scouting is just so important. Like, a lot of the time when I'm looking at, like, you know, gold level players, or Hubby Pod told me this a while back as well. He's like, when I'm watching low level players, and even like Conqueror players, like Conqueror 3 players, Conqueror 1 players, they're not scouting the map enough. And even myself, like 5 months ago, I'm like, wait, I'm just not scouting enough. Like, you just need to remind yourself, oh, I actually don't know how to play the game. Not because I don't know how to play the game, because I actually don't know what's going on in this game in particular, right? And that's not like, that's just one mistake that you could have that just doesn't, number one, it doesn't allow you to get better at the game, and number two, it doesn't allow you to play the game properly. Right? So, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here, guys, but just remember to always be scouting, alright? So, take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.